position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Quarterback making adjustments. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. Can't get him to the ground.
Things looking really good for this offense on their first drive of the game. They've been able to get it done a lot of ways. An explosive play there in the running game. Great vision. He's able to break out, and he sets his offense up in first and goal.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. They put the first points on the board.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working with perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rebels offense has the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
When you outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Virginia found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Charlottesville. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Traore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Unloads to the wideout. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Gonna run it. It's Gage. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the right. much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Gage. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Unloads it left. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for rushing the kicker.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Running it to the right. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll spot it down. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Grab near the marker. It's Traore. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've got time. They've got the lead. And, David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Tulane just a few inches away might take a shot on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got an open man. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. From the gun, looking for a man. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Wideout trying to get it in. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. It's complete to the left. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll try the run. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Line getting set on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did he do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball.
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So 1st down will open up the final period. Just going to keep it after the snap.
You You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. Leaves it with the running back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Under fire. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Green Wave! Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. USF put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Bulls had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Gage. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. This time it's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. The give to the back.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Rios. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Sometimes people put too much stock in a higher-ranked team is supposed to win. Looks as if that's going to happen thanks to the passing game in this one.
Yeah, they've got weapons, and we've seen that in the early part of this season. Speed on the outside. When they've got one-on-one matchups, they take advantage of it. They're making a statement here today, Dylan.
Yeah, when you do it against elite competition, your ranking starts to climb, the belief starts to climb, the pressure will climb as well, but this is a good statement day for this team.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a